This podcast was brought to you by the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/shrimpqueenbn for more amazing shows.
Movie and TV news podcast. I am M Coast.
And I'm Iris.
Yes, we are excited.
Hold on, scoot over. Scoot. I'm a little far from the mic. Hello.
Oh yeah, shoot, get in there. Get
Quality.
In. Hell yeah. How you doing this week?
Did you say hail?
Hail yeah. Balls of
like
ice from the sky.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
How no like Hail King Killmonger, because like I've been listening to.
Nice save.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to like Kendrick's music for Black Panther. Like I don't ever do that to like listen to the music from a.
I'm waiting for the whole like soundtrack to drop.
Yeah, like I don't listen to the albums of movies before they come out, and these songs are so good.
I'll only listen to them if they're like, for example, like Guardians. If they're already released songs, like Suicide Squad.
That was fine.
Yeah, I literally had no problem. I think
I was more disappointed with the movie because the soundtrack was so good.
Right, it set such a standard.
Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be great then. These movies are gonna. This is whatever.
But honestly, the first bit of news, the first Black Panther reactions have hit the internet, and people are just so happy with it.
Oh yeah,
and I'm really excited. I'm pumped.
As they should. Like I have my doubts because no movie is gonna be perfect.
Right.
So I wasn't sure if they were gonna like fuck this up.
Right.
You know, but the reactions that we're getting from Black Panther are almost all positive. Like the only negativity that's coming from it is maybe pacing or structural things. But people are like you said.
That's really it's more technical.
But people are calling it like the MCU's 007.
I love it. I love that. Love it.
I love that that espionage aspect of the MCU. Like Captain America, a Winter Soldier is still
one of the best.
And that was just full espionage movie. Like I'm excited for the Black Widow movie whenever that comes out.
Black Panther?
No, Black Widow.
Okay.
Like whenever the Black Widow movie comes out, because I know that's going to be a fun espionage movie.
Honestly, it's going to be Red Sparrow was supposed to be.
It's going to be Red Sparrow.
I haven't even seen Red Sparrow.
But Red Sparrow looks sad and bullshit.
It really does.
Anyway, that's good. I'm excited for Black Panther. Like I was kind of like dreading that time where we're gonna have to like write reviews, like forcibly write reviews,
right? Because we've been
so
hyped about it, and then all of a sudden, if it's crap, we're gonna be really sad about it.
Yeah, because we already have so much stuff going on in our normal, regular lives that adding this would have been like a chore. But now that I'm hearing that it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah,
that's such an old-fashioned thing to say.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can.
So you're calling it Black Panther like the bread and butter of the MCU?
I'm calling it the bread and butter of my life, and I eat bread and butter often.
Oh, that explains so much.
Yeah, I'm a heavy-set man.
Ouch. Anyways, excited. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
This one caused a bit of like debate and confusion.
We were a little confused
for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. So Stephen Lang, you might know him from Avatar, and I think that's it because that's the only thing I've seen him in. He wants to play.
He was in Terra Nova. He was in that really. I think it was J.J. Abrams.
We talked. We talked about it on the show once.
Yes, we did. That Fox show.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
That only ran for 1 season. It was about dinosaurs, but not really.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I still didn't know that. Anyway, Stephen Lang, he wants to play Sergeant Nick Fury in a Howling Commandos movie in the MCU, which I think could work because we need like fillers. I'm gonna take this ring off.
Yeah,
we need like fillers in the MCU because after Agent Carter, we don't know what happened between that and say a Captain Marvel movie. We want
to know more about that era.
We only got that one bit that Peggy Carter knows Michael Douglas in Ant-Man.
That's true. So, okay, I would only accept the Howling Commandos movie if we got both Sebastian Stan back. No, we can't. No, not Sebastian Stan. What's her name? Haley Atwell.
Yeah, we get Haley Atwell
back. If we can get Peggy Carter in this movie, then I'd be on board because she's such an integral part
of this era. I wouldn't even mind if we add this to like the Vietnam era Ant-Man.
Okay.
So we actually get Michael Douglas back as like before he was Ant-Man.
All right.
So just pause it. Just fucking. I have chocolate in my mouth. We're keeping that. Yeah, I would like to see Michael Douglas come back, like, or maybe not Michael Douglas, get another actor that ages him down or something.
All right.
You know, what's his face?
I don't know his face.
Clint Eastwood's son.
Scott Eastwood?
Scott Eastwood.
Yes, the most generic white man we know.
I mean, it's generic. He's very cookie cutter. He can be a good young Michael Douglas as Ant-Man.
Honestly. Quite honestly.
Like, we'll get, like, a young Ant-Man, young Wasp in Vietnam with an agent, with Sergeant Nick Fury from, you know, back in the day.
And, like, older Peggy Carter.
Forming, like, a mini old-timey Avengers.
I like that.
So we're getting...
That'd be interesting.
So we're basically getting an Avengers movie, but instead of, like, fighting, you know, aliens, we get them fighting Vietnam and then losing.
They could even make it political.
Exactly. I mean, Vietnam was a very political era, so it could be like they're in this and then they realize, hey, we're fighting the wrong people.
Basically, the Post, but MCU.
Yeah, they realize, hey, we're fighting the wrong people.
Right.
You know?
That'd be interesting. I think that would be really... I like that. I'm into that concept. But if it's just like another generic, you know, Saving Private Ryan with a bunch of white boys...
Yeah. I don't want all that type of like... soldiers,
we don't need another Dunkirk.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a Dunkirk movie. I want it to be more of a superhero... You can feel that it's a superhero movie from another era.
Exactly. I like that.
Moving into another movie that... From a movie we want to see to a movie we don't want to exist.
I actually want to see it.
We're going to have to see it.
We don't have
a choice. We do this podcast. We don't have a choice anymore.
We have the first photos from the set of the live-action Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. It's fine.
They're just, like, photos from the set of, like, the police department. And they got, like, really cute, you know.
They have Pokemon wanted posters.
They've got the police plaza thing. Like, in the great spirit of Rhyme City, all humans and what? All humans and Pokemon are welcome at all times in Police Plaza.
Jesus.
Isn't that cute?
This makes me feel like these Pokemon are going to be sentient.
You know, listen. Here are the security rules. No rollerblading. No skateboarding. And no cycling.
The one rule of Pokemon is no cycling inside a place. So I guess that makes sense.
Is it?
I'm serious. When
are
you go into
me?
I'm dead serious. Like, when you're playing Pokemon, you can open your bicycle whenever you want and just ride around. But if you're inside a building, it'll be like oh, I remember the wise words of Jesus, and it'll be like
what?
It's always like someone really wise. It'll be like, oh, the wise words of Jesus said, "Thou shalt not open a bicycle indoors."
Wow.
And then that's like your motivation to never open your bicycle inside a place. It's so stupid. I was listening, like, I'm going to mention this podcast later, but I was listening to this podcast called Plumbing the Death Star, and they have an episode with Mr. Sunday from the Weekly Planet that talks about how shit it would be to grow up in the Pokemon universe.
Honestly.
Because, like, there's always one 10-year-old that makes it. Only one. Like, the rest of you...
It's basically the Hunger Games.
The rest of you lose to him because he's going to be the best there ever was. You know? So this universe is crap. And I don't want to see it live action.
You're either him or you're mediocre.
Yeah, you're either him or a shop owner that, like, failed at 11 and went into this...
When you peak at 10 years old.
Yeah, because there's going to be one 10-year-old that can actually catch God. So what are you going to do? Like, there's only one...
Sounds like Harry Potter.
Seriously, like, you can have... There's one 10-year-old that has God in a ball in his pocket. Who are you? You know?
That's a high standard.
This universe is crap. Whatever.
I
love
this
Pokemon.
Is known.
I love Pokemon so much. Anyway.
Ooh, I actually have a Pokemon idea that I have to tell you that's an off-air combo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways.
Later.
Yeah, later.
I don't think I want to hear it anyway.
News. Cloverfield 4?
Yeah, Cloverfield 4.
We just found out about this, by the way.
This was kept under wraps so hard. They finished filming Cloverfield 4. You know, like, we get apparently God Particle. It says it, I think, in this article, but God Particle, the name was changed to Cloverfield Station because, like, obviously, like, that's just like the whatever name before they add the Cloverfield to incorporate it. So, like, now it's called Cloverfield Station. So now we have Cloverfield 4 that's untitled, and apparently it's going to be set during World War II, and it's apparently done filming. So that means we're going to get 2 Cloverfield movies in 1 year. We haven't even seen the first one, and we're already
We don't even know that much about the first one.
We don't know much about who's in it. We don't know much about what's going to go on in Cloverfield 4 either, because that one was kept tighter than Cloverfield 3.
I know.
So
this came out of nowhere, honestly.
Seriously, right out of left field.
And just a little bit of what we know about it, apparently. It's a World War II drama.
Yeah, it's going to be a drama. It's going to be, I guess, not the Nazis have aliens or monsters or whatever it's going to be called.
But it's going to be like a World War II drama, and then the new God particle, what was it, Cloverfield Station? It's going to be space. So it's going to be space, and one's World War II.
And one might be space. It's space future, but not that future.
Like 2020.
Yeah, so
dystopia.
You know what's weird? The fact that we used to watch shows on Disney like Phil of the Future that was set in 2020, and then like
actually get to
the Jetsons that was set in like 2007. And we're just like, we're here and
2018.
We're just burning our ozone layer and
burning our ozone layer and burning our brain cells.
And just like we're still so weak that a hurricane destroyed us. Like wind broke us. Like
literally. And there are people eating laundry detergent pods.
Yeah, we're in the year where a Cheeto is president and people eat laundry, like laundry detergent.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
Anyway.
That's the future.
Your turn. Go for it.
Finally.
You got excited.
I got really excited. Gambit got removed from the Fox production schedule. So I hope that means that it's canceled. Or at least like...
We don't need it, honestly.
We really don't need it. And I think I would even I would prefer to see it, which this kind of ties into our topic of movies that we want to see in the DCEU and the MCU. Mm-hmm. And Gambit is a movie that would really fit into the MCU. Yeah, I know. Iris is showing me there's more news before I plug the topic. But this is a bit of sizzle for you guys.
Oh, you're always doing a bit of sizzler. I might as well call you Sizzler.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Dude.
Fine. I'll eat it after.
I had snacks.
You did have snacks, but that is okay. But this is a movie that I would like to see incorporated to the MCU some way or another. This would be a great heist movie, like an Oceans type movie. I would love to see that in Gambit form, like robbing a casino with like a sentient card or some other X-Men.
A sentient card.
He could do it. I don't know.
It'd be like a Now You See Me Too.
Yeah, it'd be like Now You See Me, but Marvel.
I like that. If it's like that and it's not with the thumb.
Yeah.
Thumbing Tatum.
Yeah, get tanning Chatums away from this.
Now I see what you did there.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Whatever. Get him away from it. Just get new people. Start over.
We don't need that. All right. Shazam has started filming.
And that is news.
It's
fine.
Where was the thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's not what I was looking for. Shazam already started filming. We already knew that it was in production. But here we go. You can say that.
Yeah, but Superman is apparently going to make his next appearance in Shazam. So, like, they're also talking about having a Man of Steel 2 announced in San Diego Comic-Con, but between that, we're going to be getting Superman in Shazam, possibly. Because the thing about Shazam is that Billy Batson bases the look of Shazam off of his father and the morals and stuff off Superman.
I like that.
So, I mean, it would make sense for him to, like, I don't know, get saved from something, picked up and spun around and then put down by Superman, or I don't know.
That's an image.
Like
that's cute though.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's some cute shit there.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're gonna get like Superman like at a playground, or Superman stops some bullies from beating up Billy Batson or some crap.
That's so cute.
Whatever.
I like that.
It's gonna be fine.
Adorable.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm excited for Shazam though. I feel like Shazam is gonna be fun.
You were the one that didn't care about it before.
Yeah, but then I saw Zachary Levi.
So it's fine. It's gonna be fine.
Zachary Levi and Mark Strong.
If anything, it's gonna be a fine movie. Like it's gonna be okay.
Fine. I know who's gonna be fine.
Zachary Levi and Mark Strong. All
Come
right.
on, man.
We talked
throw me a damn bone.
Ooh, we last week we. That's gross.
You're so disgusting.
Last week we talked Venom exclusive. It turns out Venom has finished filming. So, I mean, I guess we kind of got it at the end of it. We already got kind of glimpses of it at the
Did
Brazil.
you just glitch out?
Yeah, I did. Glimpses.
Glimpses.
We get to see some pictures and whatever Tom Hardy wants to show us and whatever they did for
Tom
Brazil
Hardy's
Comic-Con.
like the PR person here for Venom. He's like our source. He's our exclusive. He's our secret exclusive guy. We talk directly to Tom Hardy. He DMs us on Instagram because we're Instagram famous now.
We chat with him on Instagram on InstaChat. Get InstaChat.
That's
our
not
sponsored.
what it's called.
Our sponsored Instagram.
Oh my god, I'm triggered.
This is our sponsor of the. This is our sponsor of the podcast this week. Is InstaChat, the chat that's instantly. Whatever.
That was. I'm confused.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't like this bit. I really don't like this joke. Whatever.
I didn't like it from the beginning. It should have stopped a long time ago.
I think we should be getting a Venom trailer soon, though.
I really hope so.
Like, at least...
I damn well hope so. Damn.
Like, the only reason I like Super Bowl is because of the possibility of us getting more trailers. I thought that they were going to wait for Ant-Man for during Super Bowl, but we got the Ant-Man trailer an hour ago, and let me say, it is awesome. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
We're going to get a live reaction
While you're here starving, I had my priorities straight, and I was getting lunch, and I had a burger.
I was starving watching an Ant-Man trailer. So that's what you can see where my priorities are at. I'm going to put the Ant-Man trailer right here, and we're going to get a live reaction from Iris.
Are we?
Yep.
Isn't this like copyright or something?
Nope. We did it before. We did it for Infinity War.
Yeah, but that was a live.
Exactly. So now it's just a
right
reaction.
Here? I mean, it's only a minute long. This was random. All right.
This is the thing we're doing now. All right. Now you're going to watch.
Fine. If you guys are, going to watch along, hold up. Let me just put this up on the theater mode.
Theater mode.
All right. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1,
go.
I just have one question. When Cap needed help, if I'd asked you, would you have come?
I like how they recycle Civil War footage. Nice.
They have it, right? Might as well use it.
I mean, sure.
What
is this movie? What is this movie? This music? Is this like Spy Kids?
I guess. I'm gonna turn it down a bit.
Oh my god, this is Spy Kids. This is Spy Kids music.
It sounds a lot like Wonder Woman's theme.
It does not. How dare you?
It does.
He just shrunk the building.
Yeah, he took it as a
That's
pack.
so 90s.
I love it though.
Honestly, that's very like Inspector Gadget shit.
And this whole movie's...
Anthony!
He's dead. Anthony 2, I guess. He's cheating.
Antonito.
Check that.
Okay, that's dope.
See?
I like that. I like how we're getting more Giant Man.
I mean, it's a concept that they have now, you know? Wait.
Eight.
Someone watching your back.
A cute child.
Is she Peanut?
Yeah.
Like a partner.
Aww. Oh man, Wasp is gonna be so dope. Oh.
Hold on. You gave her wings and blasters.
Duh.
So I take it you didn't have that tech available for me. No, I did.
It's his daughter, dude. Of course he's gonna give like all the cool shit to her. I like the intro though. I like the intro how that's very classic comic booky.
And then, yeah.
They just made a giant Pez.
And the obligatory giant random thing.
Obviously, because it's, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Because it's still 1999.
Exactly.
Love it.
Whatever. I mean, it was cool. What'd you think about it?
I'm honestly more hyped for it than I was before because I literally did not give a rat's ass.
I wouldn't look at the pictures or the clips or whatever the hell they wanted to bring out. Like, I like
the trailer, though. I like how it's
trailer.
very, poppy, like comic book, old school style.
It definitely
funny.
It definitely, you didn't want to admit it, but it definitely uses the Wonder Woman theme. Whenever she comes up, it's just...
The Wonder Woman theme goes way harder. This is more like electronic, Phil of the Future theme song.
No, it's not. It's still electric guitar thrashing for no reason at all.
It's not thrashing that hard, though.
It's thrashing
hard.
It's too hard for the...
Don't hate on my Wonder Woman, though.
I don't hate on the Wonder Woman. I just fucking hate the music.
The music is fine. Why are you criticizing?
Because it's bad. It's just...
I go so hard for that music.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the music that... it's like, oh, nothing says Greco-Roman like thrash, like Slash just raping a guitar.
What the fuck did you want? An electric harp?
No, just not that. Maybe drums.
What did
I
you
think
want,
I think
though?
like a badass drum thing would have been better because they had drums back then.
Back then.
You know, those existed. You didn't have electricity, so you're not gonna have electric guitars.
Yeah, but they wanted to make her more epic than everyone else.
Drums are epic, you know.
I know.
Every time King Kong comes
what did you
out,
want?
they
Like
don't
a Dua Lipa song to come on when she actually?
Yeah, it would have been. I
Actually.
think it would have been better.
Just have the song "I Don't Give a Fuck" by Dua Lipa come on every time that Wonder Woman like shows up.
Instead of the theme.
I just fixed the entire
prefer it.
DCEU.
Yeah.
Thank you,
See?
and you're welcome.
See, there we go. Now
Shut up.
we agree that the Wonder Woman thrashing
I'm
would have
not
been better
saying-
as something else.
Shh. It's still good.
Anyway, speaking
Shut
of
your
good
cuck
music,
up.
Indiana Jones. Apparently, there's a sequel is coming up, and it's going to be directed by Steven Spielberg. So I think that's great. You know,
Honestly.
I mean, but then again, what's the
mean-
last good thing Steven Spielberg did?
The Post.
Was it good?
I haven't seen it.
No one's seen it, but that just
This is my problem with the Oscars. They literally release all of these nominations like, oh yeah, this movie's been great, but actually it hasn't been released yet. So you're basically forced to pirate everything that's been nominated at the Oscars.
exactly, yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
Just take the last sip from your water bottle and just very dramatically go whatever.
Just whatever. It's gonna be fine. I mean, they already said that they're gonna basically disregard Crystal Skull.
They should, and I
mean,
completely agree. I
that's
respect
fine.
that. I think
Just
that
get
we should
get Shia LaBeouf away from that.
My problem wasn't so much with Shia LaBeouf.
Mine was.
He wasn't the entirety of the problem. It was the film as a whole, the villain, the whole thing was just a shit show. However, I'm not going to blame Shia LaBeouf completely.
I will.
I don't think he's 100% of the blame.
I will blame Shia LaBeouf for everything in my life.
Wow.
I don't even know why. He's not that bad.
He's not a
he's
bad
just,
guy.
I guess he's just annoying now. He's just like, I'll spit on a cop's face and get mad when he arrests me. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what you do now because you're kind of crazy.
Oh dear, now we're gonna get sponsored by Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, drink Buff water. Shia LaBeouf's water from his house.
Buff water.
Buff water.
This is like it makes you Shia LaBeouf, like
It
buff,
makes you
like
shy.
muscular.
Makes you Shia Swole. Oh God.
Please
This
stop.
is horrible. I'm so tired. I just want to get to the
He literally
topic.
told me before we started, oh, we gotta like pump up, the energy. we gotta be more energetic because every time we record, we're just like, oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
fine.
I'm trying to be more peppy.
I'm being peppy now. It was kind of like a downhill thing. Mentioning Shia LaBeouf like depressed me.
The mention of Shia LaBeouf just literally
It ruins my
sucked
day.
your energy out of you.
It just ruins my day. Like it just
Aww.
fuck you, Shia LaBeouf. Fuck the
Ouch.
Swiss. I love the Swiss. No, I don't.
You do not. You have a
I
particular...
have strong feelings for Swiss people. Fight me, Swiss.
Honestly, can we mention it?
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. So
Let's spill some tea before we get into the topic.
this started off as a joke. Like this started off as a joke with me hating the Swiss. I don't really hate the Swiss. Like you've
Or
done
you
nothing.
didn't hate the
No.
Swiss.
I'll get there. I hate one specific Swiss person. So
This is really shady.
yeah, I don't give a shit. So we're trying to get BeautifulLosers.com.
No, we're not.
We're trying to get ShrimpQueen.com.
Right,
Because as you may know, we are the heads of this network.
Right.
So we're trying to get ShrimpQueen.com to have a one common ground between every single Shrimp Queen podcast show,
Right,
artist,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
So-
we have big plans.
So we start looking for it, and it turns out that there's a database of who owns which domain.
Yeah.
So we search up ShrimpQueen.com.
Because we found out shrimpqueen.com was taken.
And
it's
we're like,
who
who-
in the fucketh?
Who takes it? And then we go to ShrimpQueen.com, and there's nothing there. So we search who owns it. It's some Swiss person,
Swiss lady.
some Swiss lady.
A Swiss
Well,
woman.
let's not assume.
No, it's a Swiss woman.
Whatever.
I remember her name.
It's whatever.
Uh-huh.
So this Swiss person just kind of like ignores us when we're like, hey, you think we could buy this? Because like there's an email to contact this person. We're
Yeah.
like, hey, we'd like to buy shrimpqueen.com.
Right, we were very polite, very professional.
You're doing nothing with it, but at the same time, I don't want to spend $800 to get this back.
Right.
So can you not be an a-hole about this, please?
Okay, this is why I wrote the email.
Exactly. But still,
and I said none of these things.
This is basically what we wanted to say. We're like, hey, you're kind of. We're just like, hey, you're kind of not using it, and we're like this We're like trying to be this global figure, and you're literally standing in the way, and no reply. It's been weeks.
It's been. I'm kind of considering like sending another email.
Like send another email, but this person just straight up like dogged us. Like, they haven't told us anything. We don't want to use any other thing because, like, you're not going to type down shrimpqueennetwork.com to get into your stuff, you know? And whatever. Just, I'm angry at this
just one whole word.
Ugh, I just...
just watch us get shrimpqueennetwork.com.
We're going to get
with no problem.
You guys have to help us.
Work.
Spam this person and be like, hey...
Hashtag get Shrimp Queen back.
Yeah, hashtag save Shrimp Queen. With pictures of Ferris Bueller, but with the Shrimp Queen logo instead of a face.
Oh my god!
Save Shrimp Queen.
So yeah, that's our little tidbit there.
That's what we've been doing.
Let's close with the news here.
This is whatever. This is kind of just a quick thing. Mike Flanagan, who did Hush, which is, I don't know if you've seen that movie.
No.
It's a horror movie on Netflix. It's really good. It tells the whole thing from a deaf person's perspective.
Cool.
So you're really not getting much
dialogue,
but you're seeing bits and pieces of how her senses help her in the situation.
Okay.
Like there are
it's kind of like a reverse Daredevil.
Yeah, there are scenes where like
that sounded stupid.
The robber or whatever, or the murderer, rapist, whatever you want to call it,
right? The
is
criminal
is in the house, like standing right behind her, and she won't hear it because obviously she's deaf.
Right.
But then there are also parts where like a window will be open and she'll feel the breeze, and that's when she notices that there's someone in the house or something.
Right. Oh, okay, that's cool.
So I think it's this guy knows what he's doing. Apparently, this guy's directing a Shining sequel called Doctor Sleep. Like, I know that book exists. I don't know about it. I know that The Shining's great and scary, but I don't know how I feel about this.
I think they're just wanting to expand. Like after the success of It.
Yeah.
They just kind of want to do this whole Stephen King universe that I think we've already discussed on the show before.
I mean, I think it'll be fine. Like, I
wouldn't mind if it's done well and if it's written well. I literally have no problem with it.
You should listen. Anybody who's listening, and you, Iris, you should go to the.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking him. You should go to the Film Theory YouTube page. They have
promo.
Yeah. Quick promo here for Film Theory. He has this one theory of all the evil in the Stephen King-verse just being it in different forms. Because it is a shapeshifter, you know. Yeah. So why can't he be the evil dog in Cujo? Why can't he be the voices?
Nicholson.
Yeah, why can't he be the voices in Jack Nicholson's head?
Yeah.
You know? And there's lots of bits and pieces because, like, at the same time, the thing that destroys that spirit is someone who can shine, like someone who has the shine. And all the kids in Derry, like all the Losers Club, they have the shine as well.
Right.
So, like, there's no reason to assume that all the evil that exists can't be...
In a Stephen King universe is not just this one entity.
It's not just it traveling from place to place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's...
Interesting.
And
I still have to delve into the Stephen King universe.
It's a very
like one of these days. I've only really
universe,
seen. I've done It, like Shining, and oh my god, The Mist. The Mist is interesting.
Is good.
The Mist is actually. I haven't seen the show though. Like the
new one.
Series. Yeah,
I think it's on Netflix now. They put it on Netflix.
I know the original network was I think Spike. I think it was on Spike. I saw the trailer for it and it looked absolutely terrifying. Yeah. And I know when I saw that reboot movie of The Mist. Oh my god! I think it was in 2007. More or less. It was about around 10 years ago. I know that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because I really hate that concept of just like having a bug like grow inside you, and you know it's nasty.
Yeah, it's gross.
I found that really gross. And then like the trailer was literally all of that.
So I guess Stephen King's doing his job of making you feel uncomfortable.
I think that's the point.
So he's doing his job. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be. I'll watch it. We'll watch it, right? We're gonna have to watch it.
I'm gonna have to eventually. Anyways. Ooh,
so that is it for the news. Like I mentioned earlier, our topic for this week is movies that we want to see in the MCU and the DCEU.
We're going to start with the MCU?
We can just kind of hop between if you want. Or do
you
want to
do like take turns? Oh.
You want to do like a 1-in-1? Or do you want to just go...
We can do a 1-in-1.
All right. First
thing that we want to see in the MCU. And this is like in terms of what hasn't been in the talks. usually.
What hasn't been in the talks or what isn't even in production yet. Like,
exactly. Like, what is the future for these
properties?
These universes, etc.
Like, something that us as fans, we'd like to see, and we know that you guys as fans I'd hope you guys would agree with.
It's been talked about a lot.
Just things to kind of fix it, because neither of these universes are perfect. There are still things that we'd like to see and things that we'd like to fix.
Mm-hmm.
So,
exactly.
You want to go first?
We're going to start with Marvel?
Let's start with Marvel, yeah.
We obviously want to see the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a great way to start, it's obviously not going to be what they use to start, Phase 4? Or Phase 5?
Yeah, we're going to be, I think we're going into Phase 5.
No, because I think they're eliminating the phases.
Yeah, they're taking off phases, but technically in the scheme of the phases
and
and arcs...
the scheme of things, like after
it
Phase
would
4,
be
like the
Phase
whole
5.
10-year arc, 11-year arc with Infinity War, yada, yada, yada.
We'd technically be in Phase 5, but it wouldn't be a starter for that.
Young Avengers would be in that, though.
But what I mentioned, it's on we have a new whiteboard.
Yes!
The whiteboard
it was
is
hidden.
back.
It was hidden behind a cabinet thing. Like, we've been in this new studio for 2 weeks now?
I think, yeah. This is
and
our
we
third
discovered,
week.
I was like, oh, let's open this cabinet to see what's in here. And it's just a whiteboard.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's nice, right?
Very nice.
So what I had written down there is, would it be an adaptation of the comics, which includes America Chavez, Kamala Khan, all these, I don't want to say ethnic characters because that sounds stupid.
This
diverse cast with Amadeus Cho, Ironheart, Miles Morales, all those people of color. Or would it be like the animated version that was Steve Rogers and Black Widow's son? You have Hank Pym and not Hank Pym. You have Ant-Man. Yeah, you have Ant-Man and the Wasp, their son. You have Thor's daughter. You have T'Challa and Storm's.
So basically, Young Avengers, it could either be the Avengers' actual children or actual New Avengers.
Yeah, so
I think it would be best to have New Avengers.
I mean, I'd like to see New Avengers because then that would bring that whole these guys have children now aspect out, and that seems cheesy sometimes. But it
does. I feel like we can have that eventually.
Like, we can get those characters in there somehow, but I don't want it to be
highlight.
Just full on we're the children of the Avengers.
It sounds like a Disney Channel original movie.
It really
sequel.
does. The only characters that kind of interest me from that kind of scheme, I don't care about Steve Rogers' son.
Don't give a shit.
I don't care about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's just one of the same characters.
The only difference is they're fine.
They have these characters we have so much to live up to. I don't care.
The only one that I would like to see would be T'Challa's son, who is T'Challa and Storm, and he has powers to manipulate metals and anti-metals, and he also has lightning powers.
That's dope.
He's cool. Thor's daughter is just a badass. She has a sword. It's crazy.
That's really descriptive.
Yeah, no,
she's got a sword.
But then she has but she also has this like whole turmoil because Thor is out doing stuff as like the new Odin of Asgard. Like he's the king now. So she's kind of like, I don't want to say like a rebellious teen, but she is Thor. Because she has the powers of Thor, but this mentality that like my dad is this amazing thing, but he never talks to me. Right. You know,
so basically, he becomes Odin in a personality sense, in a parenting sense.
Yes, and then this young girl becomes this Thor. She's like, I'm mighty, I have all this power, but at the same time, she's all bitter because her dad is ignoring her. You know?
Yeah.
So there's some characters that are redeemable.
I think we could just like make a hybrid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. Like maybe bring in a new character completely that's supposed to be like a young Valkyrie.
Yeah, because
Valkyrie.
Yeah, I think that would be like such a good thing to see because we have the source material. Yes, fantastic, great. But we also have the freedom in the cinematic universe to make something new and then make a comic based off of that.
Exactly.
We can work backwards. There's literally no linear process to this. It doesn't have to be.
No, exactly. And then like who would be the, I guess, like adult leader of these young Avengers? Would you want like a Tony Stark or would you want like a Vision?
I feel like
these kids, because
I feel like, and this is gonna sound really weird, but I feel like Wanda.
I just don't want to see Scarlet Witch anymore.
I know, but I think it would be like a good transitional Avengers leader thing.
Yeah.
That or freaking Doctor Strange.
That wouldn't be bad either. seeing a Doctor Strange train this new generation.
Yeah, because he's not like a super technological, little Tony Stark doctor. Like he's still a doctor, but he's a different kind of. He has a transformed mentality.
Or maybe like Storm could be like a teacher figure to these kids, and then something happens, and then they have to go save Storm, or
I'm into that, actually.
Storm needs help with something. Like it could literally be anybody. I don't know. I don't think I want a Tony Stark character.
It could literally be the whole process of like Xavier. Charles Xavier died. We know this. Yada yada. Now we have this whole. We've talked about this, but we can have this whole Xavier mantle passed on to Storm and not Jean Grey.
Yeah, but then again, this wouldn't be in the X-Men. This would be like their own thing away from...
But if it's going to be Storm, it has to be mentioned.
I mean, it could be mentioned, but she could be like, hey, I left that school behind, but I was still a teacher.
All right.
I left Xavier's school. Right. I'm still a teacher, but
so she wants to focus everything on these young Avengers.
Yeah, she wants to grow this new team instead of just focusing on mutants, just focusing it on anybody with powers.
All right.
I think it could work.
It could work.
All right. What's next?
That's Young Avengers. We talked a lot about Young Avengers alone. We have a long list.
There's a bit. I mean,
we might not even mention all of it.
We want to see things fixed. Is it my turn?
Yes, go for it.
I'm not gonna go in order. I just want to pick the whole Teen Titans thing that we talked about.
Please do. We went really in depth on this whole Teen Titans thing that we want to see.
Teen Titans it could be a process. It can be done, but it can't just be like, and now Teen Titans movie.
It can't just be another Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
you need introduction to these characters.
You need to at least see them do something apart from it. So we have this whole structure of a 3-movie arc leading into Teen Titans.
Exactly.
Where the first one is a Batman and Robin movie.
Right.
That like maybe in the 3rd act or something happens where Robin decides, I'm not Robin anymore. I'm going to be Nightwing.
I'm not Robin. I'm not stealing anything anymore.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to be I'll finish this adventure with you, but after this, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
We'll still partner up, we'll still do things, but I'm doing my own thing from now on.
Right.
And so that movie, it could be literally any situation that leads to Robin becoming Nightwing, and then after that we get a Nightwing movie where, like in the Nightwing comics, he becomes a spy.
Yeah.
He could do this whole thing where he's investigating an alien landing, and that turns out to be Starfire.
Exactly.
So you have Nightwing and Starfire already working together. Maybe not working together, but he's at least investigating her. Maybe 3rd act.
You can get a whole story out of that alone.
You can get like first 2 acts are like Nightwing investigating Starfire, and then Starfire and Nightwing fighting, and then becoming like partners to deal with this intergalactic threat. And then from there they decide, hey, these people need help too.
Exactly.
So maybe we can teach a next generation, also like a Young Avengers situation.
Start a league of our own.
You want to start what are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
Oh God.
What are we? Some sort of Justice League?
Listen, I just thought of something. Isn't Cyborg getting his own movie?
Cyborg is getting his own movie, but
should we have any kind of arc mentioned in this movie?
I think in the whole Teen Titans?
Yeah.
But I think that what they're trying to do with Cyborg now is that whole thing where he's like, he works with the government. He works alongside the president. He works.
You want to make him a Tony Stark?
He's gonna.
Not you, but like you know what the
comics are doing. They
DC
make him more like Secretary of Defense.
Right.
He deals with the tech and the defense, and
like in the Justice League, not the Justice League, the Flashpoint animated
like in
movie.
Flashpoint when So that's what they're kind of doing with him more and more often. So I don't think he doesn't really have a place in these Teen Titans other than maybe the tech guy that helps build the stuff that they use, or
exactly.
He becomes their like Kim Possible's Wade.
Oh my God, the guy in the chair.
Yeah, he becomes Cyborg kind of becomes the guy in the chair because he realized maybe, hey, I don't need to be out there. I am the world's computer.
I am the computer.
I am technology, so I don't need to.
I am the Intel processor.
Yeah. So then after Nightwing, like I said, after Nightwing and Starfire, that whole team up, investigative, whatever movie it is, we could lead into a Teen Titans where we
That's
get
like the end of the quote-unquote trilogy that we have. It's a 3-movie arc, but it's not like a full-on trilogy.
It could be a 3-movie arc, and then Teen Titans itself could be a trilogy because the first movie could be like an Avengers where they get these kids together and then they
some kind of Teen Titans.
What are we? Some sort of Teenaged Titans, I was thinking something a little more simple. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Whatever crap they decide to pull.
Good Lord.
But, like, this first movie could be like, oh, I'm Beast Boy and I don't play well with Robin because I'm not good with authority.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, Raven, I'm secluded from the world because I'm a fucking demon. You know?
That's harsh.
You know? And then
that is the story.
It's just
right.
kind of like them not getting along and then teaming together to take down this common threat. And then afterwards, they start building up to their own kind of... Maybe the second movie is another Teen Titans movie, but then the third one is like a team up between Justice League and Teen Titans, or a Teen Titans versus Justice League movie.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of things that you can do, but you just have to take the necessary steps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just you can't just shoehorn in like a Flashpoint movie as the fourth movie in the DCEU or some crap, whatever they're trying to pull.
Yeah,
now.
because here's their problem. They're trying to go too fast
They're
with
trying
these.
to-
They're trying so hard to catch up with the MCU, but the MCU was just like this fine wine that aged.
It just flowed out. It didn't need all these bumps, and like you could have just done the DCEU on your own time, because eventually
they
Marvel's
paid so
going
much attention to the competition that they just ended up shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, eventually Marvel's going to fizzle away, like whether we like it or not.
Yeah, because
So,
nothing's forever.
Nothing's forever. So like then that's when we're out of the job. But
That's when the industry changes, and that's where you're going to see us doing something else.
Whenever Marvel decides to fizzle out or whatever they decide to do, that would have been
Mm-hmm.
DC's point of like, look at us, we're still here. But they
Right.
decided to like jump next to their big brother to get in like someone's attention.
And it's not even their big brother, because aren't like the DC Comics technically older than Marvel?
No, DC Comics they have longer time, and they were famous for longer
Yeah.
than Marvel, but the Marvel movies have always been just generally better than the DC movies,
Yeah,
even
because
though
they've
DC's
been
been
more
doing it
well
first.
thought out, because Marvel didn't have anything to compare itself to. Marvel became the standard.
And Marvel didn't have many animated shows. They didn't have
Exactly.
all those things. They were just kind of banking off X-Men for a long time, and then that's when like
And then
X-Men
Fantastic
X-Men comes
Four.
out, and then Fantastic Four the movie comes out, then you get a Ghost Rider, which I maintain is not a bad movie.
The first Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider 2 was okay. Ghost Rider 1 was good.
Yeah.
Like-
With the one with this lady. Oh my god.
Yeah. Eva.
It's not Eva Longoria.
Nope.
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes. That's what I was saying. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Whatever. We want this Teen Titan movie to work out, and it can work. We just got to be hired. We specifically have to be hired for this.
Honestly, we literally spent we banged out a whole 3-movie arc with we had a couple ideas, and we banged that out within 45 minutes, and we had something substantial.
Yeah, something that could work, something that could
That
bring
we
in
can
money.
bring in money, that's something we can research on, something that we can bring to the table in a writer's room. Y'all just gotta hire us, honestly.
Honestly, I just want
Stay humble, but
I want to just kind of mention that we could do this if we were American.
literally.
If we lived in the United States, we could do this. We could just rock up to DC Studios and
just
be like,
rock on up
and be like, hey,
with the Wonder Woman theme.
yeah, whatever. We'll do our best.
You wouldn't
we'll
be
get
mad
there.
at
We'll
it.
get there one day,
One day.
hopefully.
One day.
All right. What do you want to take?
I kind of want to stay DC on this, because
Cool, go ahead.
I really want a Constantine movie.
Oh yeah.
But we talked about this because I also said I want a Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
But we can't just, bang out another Justice League.
Yeah, because if we use the word Justice League in a title, people
And this
are
is
just
in terms
not
of
gonna-
marketing.
Yeah, people are just not gonna go see it because they'll be like, oh, it's more shit, but emo now.
Right. So, and I don't care what you say. The OG Constantine movie
Yeah.
with Keanu Reeves, that was a fucking great movie.
It still
It
holds
still
up.
holds up. I can still watch that movie
I
just
think
fine.
there was
And
a demon cat.
What?
There may have been a demon cat last time I watched it.
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a while, but still, it's still a good movie. It still had. I think it even had the guy who played. I think it was Lucifer. He had a great cast on it. You had Keanu Reeves. You had friggin' Tilda Swinton played Gabriel. We had. I think it was Alfred Molina who played Lucifer.
Probably.
The guy who played Doc Ock.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that was the era
It was
for
a
him.
good cast. It was a good movie. I would love to see. And I think I came up with the name, but I didn't say it because I thought it sounded lame until he said it.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, so I'm not the only lame one here.
Yeah.
So we came up with Constantine Dark.
Yeah, it would make sense because you can have this Justice League Dark movie, but with a focus on Constantine, the way that Captain America Civil War is a focus on the Avengers,
right,
but it's still a Captain America movie.
It's like a quote-unquote solo movie.
Yeah, it's technically just like Constantine dealing with all these dark forces, like dealing with Swamp Thing, and hey, now you're part of my team, and now Enchantress, hey, you're on my team now.
And
you know?
not do it with Cara Delevingne.
And then Dead Man. I don't know who I'd like to see as Dead Man, though. I was actually thinking Keanu Reeves would be a good Dead Man.
I think that would be a good callback, too. Who would you want as Constantine, though?
I love TV Constantine. Like, TV Constantine
is
amazing.
He's good.
But he's not movie good.
Exactly. He's not, like, a huge presence on a big screen.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because he is truly a TV actor.
We have to get someone who can give off a Doctor Strange vibe. You know, so I'm not sure who could actually.
Could we actually get Keanu Reeves back, like legit, like real talk? Now that Keanu Reeves is, a super huge thing with John Wick.
I just think that what Keanu Reeves is doing now is separating. Like, he did good separating himself from those like superhero movies and stuff.
Like, he's really changed his brand.
Like, the only thing that I would love to see him in would be like Dead Man, like as Dead Man. But that's
who
about
would we
it.
want for Constantine?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know who I'd like for Constantine.
Stay tuned. I think we'll have
We'll figure it out one day.
We'll have like a DC fan cast for Jark, maybe.
We could do that.
We could honestly. I think that would be fun. We have a lot of fun. Honestly, we have a lot of fun for fan
I know
casts.
this is an off-air convo, but maybe we could do that next week before Black Panther.
Yeah, because you've been mentioning to me that we've been giving Marvel a lot of biased love this month, and that we should, kind of switch it up and go DC. And I agree.
So stay tuned for that. Next week is going to be.
What if we change it? We just flip the table on them.
We're gonna forget, but it'll be fine.
Probably.
It'll be a Constantine fan cast, Justice League Dark.
I like that.
Fan cast, which would also include, I guess, who we would want to voice Swamp Thing or mocap Swamp Thing. Andy Serkis to mocap, obviously.
Fuck.
Obviously.
What
is the next movie on our roster?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. That's true.
Yeah, because I chose Constantine Dark because I was excited.
So we have an intern here, and she mentions Gotham City Sirens.
The intern just got really offended.
Yeah.
Because she's not an intern at all.
She says that she's our intern, so it's fine. we pay her in our unconditional love.
Oh, we do.
So she mentions how she would like to see a Gotham City Sirens movie. in this, and obviously we're getting that soon. It's not in production or anything, but I think that before we do that, we need to get a solid introduction to Catwoman and a solid introduction to Poison Ivy somehow.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this.
Whether it be, you mentioned Catwoman.
Yeah, I do want a Catwoman movie.
So I think
not a Halle Berry, whatever the hell that was.
No, none of that. I think that could also be like what we were talking about for Gambit.
You wrote Catwomen.
Yeah, I did, because I was thinking of Spider-Women.
Oh my god.
Like, I was thinking about the Spider-Women that we're going to mention later.
Okay, fine.
So I was thinking, so how could we bring in Poison Ivy as her own character rather than just be a throwaway villain for a second?
Just have her be Harley Quinn's love interest, duh.
Yeah, I get that, but we have to introduce her even before that, like, as a villain.
Introduce her in Suicide Squad.
I guess.
Introduce her in Batman and Robin.
That is better.
Just do an entire fucking remake of that old Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy film.
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Like, I forgot the name of that movie. Was it Batman Begins? Not Batman Begins.
I think that one was actually just
Batman
and Robin.
Batman
that one's Batman and Robin.
I saw the movie a million times. It had like Alicia Silver. It had all the 90s actors.
Because Batman and Robin was just it was Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. You had Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. You had a weird Mexican Bane.
Could we, in this Batman and Robin movie, basically recreate that whole vibe, but good?
What if...
introduce Batman's villains, because I love Batman's Rogues Gallery.
What if what we do here is, again, with an Ocean's 8 type situation, where we have, it's like a Poison Ivy Catwoman team up, and maybe some other characters, like sprinkle the Penguin in there or something.
It'd be like Gotham City Sirens, but better.
It just have Catwoman and Poison Ivy be like the leaders of this thing, and they're trying to rob this bank or trying to break someone out of Arkham or something.
Right.
And that's the
Ooh, I like that Arkham thing. I like that Arkham plotline that you can go with.
They're trying to break somebody out of Arkham, and then Batman and Robin are trying to stop it. So you have these guys.
They can break Harley out.
They could try to break Harley out, and that could lead up to a Gotham City Sirens movie.
DC, hire us? I mean, honestly, I think we just came up with better ideas than the entire writer's room of Warner Brothers.
Honestly, God, we have to figure out how to get our voices out there.
Maybe through a podcast.
Let's start a podcast.
No.
And maybe move up to a podcasting network.
Oh my God.
Guys, your turn.
All right, I'm going to go America Chavez on this.
All right, yeah, we were kind of mentioning that for Young Avengers. But
I'd love an America Chavez solo movie.
Yeah, if you read the comics, like it's its own pocket universe. It's its own pocket dimension inside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that is very diverse and ethnically balanced, and everything's...
I like that, ethnically balanced.
And everything is very, I don't want to say PC, but yeah, everything's kind of PC and the world is just kind of running fine.
Wow, a world?
Yeah.
PC?
And it runs okay.
That's running okay?
Yeah.
What a wild concept.
So, like,
tag your porn.
So I think America Chavez would be great there.
Obviously have Gabby Rivera on board.
No, definitely. If you don't get Gabby Rivera on board as like just writing the script or at least a script consultant to have a partner.
Boo-boo.
You're great. We love you.
It's like love you, mom. Like we're shouting out a cousin or something.
Who would you put as America Chavez? Because I think we've said Gina Rodriguez for so many things.
We only said her for one thing.
For Mystique.
For Mystique.
I still would love to see that. What other Latina can we get?
Just someone new.
Our intern wants to say something. She can take off her head.
Would you like to comment?
I forgot her last name, but Beatrice, the one from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She cosplayed as America Chavez for
Who plays Rosa?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
All right. I don't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I am familiar with the
If
actress.
you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the woman who plays Rosa,
yeah, she's
like this badass Latina woman who's super cold, and it's really great. It's really...
Yeah.
I think she would work.
Because America's a very sassy
character.
This
is that kind of character.
Street-smart character. So I would like to see that. I really would.
I'll show you later.
No, she's showing me.
Her. She's even cosplayed as her.
Yeah.
Duh.
I told you that.
That's right.
I love it. Yep.
Yeah.
Stephanie Beatrice.
There you go.
Is our
Beatrice
America.
Is her last name.
Oh. Her
Stephanie Beatrice is our...
Stephanie Beatrice, she's our America Chavez. Hashtag Stephanie Chavez.
My turn,
please.
Right?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I kind of want to see a Spider-Verse movie, but we kind of mentioned this. We talk away from the podcast in case you guys didn't know.
We have a friendship outside of the studio.
Yeah, it's
Believe it or not.
Shocker.
Wow.
So I was talking about a Spider-Verse movie.
Our chemistry is sincere.
Yeah, this is real, guys.
Oh my God.
This is real.
Holy shit.
A Spider-Verse movie, but more towards the direction that Venom is taking and making them spin-offs either in pocket dimensions or parts of the MCU that are just run by Sony.
But like men's jeans pockets, not like tiny women's fakes.
Yeah,
fake
like deep worlds that you can just see one movie and you understand how that whole world works. Like the one that we mentioned first, and we mentioned Keanu Reeves for this too, is Keanu Reeves for Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, yeah.
Because Spider-Man Noir is... Think of, if you've seen the animated movie that just came out, Gotham by Gaslight, it's a lot like that. It's this kind of steampunk world where Spider-Man doesn't really have spider powers. He swings around on ropes and he does like Batman stuff, and he just goes into buildings and beats the shit out of people to get information, like very noir detective.
Yeah.
So we
were
thinking...
Very blurry lines of conduct.
Yeah, where everything feels like sepia and black and white.
It's very Sin City.
Yeah, it's very Sin City: A Dame to Kill For, the sequel to Sin City 1, the good one.
That was a lot of words that I did not keep track of.
But yeah, I want to see Spider-Verse movies like that where we also get the quote-unquote, well, not quote-unquote, he is Japanese, the Japanese Spider-Man, where it takes a lot of like anime tropes and things like that. We have... There's just tons and tons of Spider-Man that you could use, and Spider-Woman, and that leads into the next one that I think that was the last one, so you would have mentioned it.
Which one?
The last one under Spider-Verse.
Under
Spider-Women.
Spider-Women, Alpha and Omega?
Alpha and Omega,
you wrote
which is...
that.
Yeah,
I don't know much about Spider-Women.
So, Spider-Women is like a team-up comic between Spider-Woman, Silk, I think Spider-Gwen, just all the female Spider-Verse spider I guess.
A lot of spiders.
Yeah. So, and that's just like a team up between them. And I'd love to see that actually in the MCU, where after you introduce America Chavez punching dimensional holes and going between universes and stuff,
right?
You know, have some dimensional hole that opens up and that connects all these Spider Women.
Right.
And that's like it. That's a Spider-Verse spin-off. You know, like there's just so many things that you can do with the Spider-Verse. Someone keeps mentioning to me how it would be cool to see all the actors who've actually played Spider-Man.
Oh my god! And recreate that meme where like there's just have like 3 Spider-Men in a room,
just pointing at each other,
just
like
pointing at each other.
You're me.
Oh my god!
Like I think
that would be really funny. Though.
I think it'd be funny, but I don't think people would really take it too seriously, or at least have glimpses of these Spider-Men. Just kind of in the background to acknowledge, like hey,
Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield,
just like acknowledge, like these universes
Holland.
Do exist. We're not discrediting them. We didn't reboot anything. This is just another dimension that we're not in.
Exactly.
So
okay, I'm into that.
I'd like to see that. You know, I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, we can wrap it up there. I think we have a really solid list here. Like, I'm really proud of what we did with Constantine Dark and Teen Titans.
I like that we didn't just go through the list and be like, so Catwoman should get a movie, and so should Flashpoint. Well, we didn't mention Flashpoint.
What did we say about Flashpoint? What should be?
It should be
an arc.
That's a bit of sizzle that we're gonna leave off till later.
Should we dedicate an entire episode?
That could be its own topic. Like
honestly, because you can go so deep with Flashpoint.
Because Flashpoint is its own dimension, it's its own universe.
Exactly.
But we're gonna dedicate a whole episode to that soon. Maybe after.
We have ideas.
What comes after Black Panther? Week after Black Panther, nothing's going on for a while.
I don't think anything's going on for a while.
So I think
until March. I think something's releasing in March, but I don't remember.
I think we can give Flashpoint that right after.
Honestly, yeah.
All right.
We already have like our next topics all lined up.
Yeah, we have nice.
Yes.
We have 3 topics stacked back to back to back.
We are on fire. We're back on our game. 2K18.
Back on our bullshit. This is our year.
I really hope so.
We got this.
We got this.
Anything you want to say? Like, hey, have you watched anything interesting? Have you read anything recently?
I haven't had the time, honestly. Like, I still haven't even read the Paper Girls graphic novels that you guys gave me for my birthday.
Yeah,
I have to read those.
I mentioned earlier that I was listening to a new podcast. Not a new podcast. This has been going on for a while.
Right.
Called Plumbing the Death Star. If you get a chance, it's part of the Sans Pants Radio. If you get a chance to listen to it, it has some really good topics. Like things you'd never think of. Like, what fictional team would you put to play what sport?
Right.
You know, and then they end up with things like, Lightning McQueen sumo wrestling.
That's stupid.
But it's hilarious though. If you really want a good time, listen to them.
Cute.
I think I'm gonna. I wanted to mention how I watched Avengers.
What?
I watched Avengers recently, and I forgot the whole concept that the government said aliens are in New York. Better drop a nuke. What the fuck?
Yeah, they did.
How did we just like disregard that? The government was about to nuke the entire city of New York, or at least the entire island of Manhattan, because of a few aliens.
Yeah.
Like, this is real.
Yeah, that sounds pretty realistic. I'm not gonna lie.
This is canon. This is real. Holy shit.
I think the writers are just like, what would realistically happen though?
That's crazy.
Think about it. About it.
And I also thought about the fact that in Avengers 2, Tony Stark utters the words, "hide the salami," in regards to a sex joke. Like,
what?
What are we doing here?
What happened to Age of Ultron? Do I have to watch Age of Ultron again?
Yeah, no, because it was like, hey, because they were like talking about like Bruce Banner and Natasha, and they were like, hey guys, where you guys at? You guys better not be playing hide the salami. And I'm like, that's gross. You're disgusting.
Oh yeah, Tony Stark is icky.
This is yucky. I don't like any of this.
Joss Whedon's Tony Stark is very nasty.
Joss Whedon just touches every woman he can.
Nasty.
Get him away. Whatever.
Anyways,
I think he's off Batgirl.
No, No, that's the problem. He still is on. I'm pretty sure he's still on Batgirl.
I don't know. I thought I read rumors that he was off or someone
was off. I really hope
off.
so, but I think someone clarified that he really isn't. I think he's just backing off on
if
the responsibilities.
If Joss Whedon does direct Batgirl, it's only fitting for him to get Lindsay Lohan because just get garbage all over the place. Just cover us in trash.
Just turn Batgirl into like a 2002 Freaky Friday movie.
Yeah, fuck. Whatever. That's the end of the episode.
And just like have Alicia Silverstone be like another character, like a callback, like some girl in the high school, because obviously there's a high school, and just have some girl in a wheelchair and just be like, oh, she's Barbara.
Yeah.
She's also Barbara. It's like, Oracle. Stop trying to make hacking cool.
Yeah, just type. I'm on a wheelchair and I type, and this is what we're gonna do now.
She's always stuck to her phone.
Oh God, I don't like that whole thing that they did with her with Barbara in the comics now, where now she's like super millennial, where she'll be like, I'm fighting the Penguin. Selfie. Stop.
That's disgusting.
Or I'm just like, I'm a teenage girl, so I gotta worry about my period. That's just horrible.
Was that sexist? Yeah.
And I didn't write that, so.
I know. Imagine.
God,
Can
whatever.
you imagine? All right. We are facebook.com/BeautifulLosers.
Yeah, go on there for all information that we give out. We're always dropping news. We're always dropping memes, pictures, and just kind of not only just comic book news, but news on ourselves, like how we're growing and what we're going to do.
That's a lie.
Yeah. We sometimes mention
So
it.
I guess we're going to do that?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll do that more often now.
Oh, we're going to get personal.
Oh,
because you guys care.
What did I say last? Purse anal.
Oh my God,
we're gonna
that's
get very purse anal.
My favorite cold open so far.
I think the cold open for this one was just coughing or something. I don't know.
Probably.
What did I do at the beginning? I think I just went whatever.
It's flu season. I think all of us have been sick
yeah,
at
you can
one point or
hear
another.
It. Like this
entire month.
No one in our network is safe. We're
Literally.
all sick. It's always flu. Like, the thing is, it's always allergy season, and then when you mix that with flu season here, it's really bad. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, it's very icky. Anyways, follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter. We're at BeLoserPod. We also respond to the hashtag BeLoserPod, where we just like to talk to you guys, talk to us, give us your theories, give us your topic suggestions.
We do want to converse with you guys. Like, seriously, we would love to, have even a dedicated episode just with, questions.
And hey, I don't want to
talk about theories.
And I don't want to make any promises, but one of the fans that actually did reach out is now our sound director for the entire network. You can even get a job
with us. Honestly, we will probably hire you.
We'll probably hire you if you want to be hired. Like, we're just a little bit of sizzle here, but we're looking for people to help us out to become part of the Beautiful Losers team.
Internships.
So tell your friends that like comics books to just follow at BeLoserPod, hashtag BeLoserPod.
Follow us everywhere and stay up to date because we are going to be expanding.
Yes.
We're expanding the Shrimp Queen Network universe.
Oh yeah, the SQU. We're expanding the SQU.
That's cute. All right.
The SKU.
That sounds like a barcode.
It is a barcode.
Oh my God, yeah.
But with a K.
Yeah. All right. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. We're BeautifulLosersPod at BeautifulLosersPod, obviously. Follow me on Twitter. I am _MCoast.
And I am at MotherHoReese. I almost said underscore. Screw you.
You can also email us if you'd like. The same thing as the Twitter. We're beautifulloserspod@gmail.com. Also check out the Shrimp Queen Network. We're on Facebook right now. We're maybe moving towards, you heard us, we're moving towards getting an actual website.
Yes.
You can also listen to us on our website. Right now it just kind of redirects you to our old website, but go to beautifulloserspod.com. BeautifulLosersPod.com. That sounds so nice.
You're right.
BeautifulLosersPod.com is our website. It'll take you to our feed. It'll take you to our.
So you can listen to us in browser.
Yeah, you can listen to us in browser, and you can just kind of.
You can even listen to us on YouTube now.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. I think every episode comes out on YouTube right after.
This is an audio version, but that's just
uploaded
to YouTube
listen to us. Wherever you're listening to us, we're also on. We're on Apple. We're on Google. We're on Spotify. We're on everywhere that you don't want us to be. Yes, we are.
Except Pandora, because no one uses Pandora.
We are in that hallway closet that you never open.
Oh my God, we're next to the really old Clorox wipes and the Swiffer refills.
Yes, that's where we are. We're right there.
Ew.
We're everywhere that you want
that's
us.
our brand, but ew.
Again, huge thank you to our resident music man, meme boy, DJ Prawn, for all the beautiful sounds that we get. And
it's like our adoptive child.
honestly, like
Love you.
Remember how we mentioned how some fans get jobs with us? He's one.
He's one of the OGs.
Like he was there. Like he's just like, hey, you guys are great. And I'm like, hey, you want to make music? He's like, sure. And now he has a job with us.
There we
So-
go. He's our official DJ.
Is that it?
God
Did
bless
we
him.
forget to plug anything else? Oh yeah, go to GoFundMe at GoFundMe.com.
Please.
It's down in the description. Look for us, Beautiful Losers. Once we reach,
have big plans.
yeah, once we reach $220 dollars in there, we're gonna be doing a giveaway of one mystery Funko Pop. And once we finish the goal completely, we're gonna be doing another giveaway of something else. If you're in the Puerto Rico area, we have giveaways coming soon here in the University of Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Where we
Stay tuned,
where we're-
very soon.
Yeah, where we're centered at. So very soon we're going to be getting that. Check out our Facebook,
HQ.
check out the Instagram, check out the Twitter, all that stuff to keep yourself updated. Big things are coming.
We're going to be making an announcement very soon as we get confirmation on
Yes.
some little tidbits.
We might do a live episode. Like we might do a quick live Facebook live for that.
Possibly.
Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Any
possible.
any closing words for our adoring fans?
Adoring.
Adoring, they love
Thank
us.
you for adoring. That's my closing words.
Just thank you.
Thank you. I feel appreciated and loved, and this is like a really good like positive outlet that I have going on right now.
Yeah, this is very good amongst everything that goes on in college and in the political climate that we're in this country. It's
It's a good breather.
a good breather to just talk about something that we're passionate about. And thank you guys for listening, all you people from we got a Swedish listener.
Yes,
So,
I mentioned this last night. I was like, oh my
shout
god,
out
someone
to
from
you.
Sweden.
Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's in Ireland and in Germany and all those places that listen and download and just
Spread the
enjoy
word.
our voices. Spread the word. Tell your friends. If you invite 10 friends,
Oh
I
my
want you to
God.
share. I want you to do this. Actually, try this.
Just one of those posts.
Link 10 friends. Like just send your link to 10 friends. Take a screenshot and send it to us. And
See what we do about it.
Maybe we can give them a shout out on the show.
Honestly.
We'll give them a shout out on the show. Just
We'll give you a shout out and maybe a little something.
all
A
right.
little something extra. We'll come up
So
with something.
thank you for that. My closing words are: don't eat Tide Pods.
Oh, dear God, yeah, don't. Please don't. Drink your water.
Drink water. Stay hydrated. Tell your friends you love them.
Do your homework.
Do your
on
homework,
time.
kids. And is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This podcast was brought to you by the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/shrimpqueenbn for more amazing shows.